What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about wide receiver Drake London. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about wide receiver Drake London. And recently, Drake London did state that he wants to be one of the leaders of this Atlanta Falcons team. I recently checked out today the Atlanta Falcons on the Rise video, which is about a 24-minute video that's on the Atlanta Falcons official YouTube page. And basically they break down the Falcons off season and things of that nature, them prepping for training camp and getting ready for this season. And they did interview guys like Ruka Rororo. They interviewed Drake London, and Drake London talked about him embracing the leadership, being a part of that leadership on this Atlanta Falcons team and being more of a vocal leader on this Atlanta Falcons team. And I really feel like with Drake London, with Grady Jarrett signing with the Chicago Bears, I really feel like it left a vacancy and an opening for some of these younger players to step up and be leaders of this Atlanta Falcons team. Drake London isn't a rah-rah guy. He's a very quiet guy as far as off the field and things of that nature. He's not a very vocal guy, but he has proven over the last 3 seasons with the numbers that he put up, especially last season with him having over 1,200 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns, that he is a breakout star for this Atlanta Falcons team. He is, to me, one of the fire starters of this Atlanta Falcons team. And I really feel like it's going to be very important that he does take on that leadership role with the absence of a Grady Jarrett. Now, I do believe a lot of these young players, it's hard when you first come into the league to be a leader right off the bat, because you're kind of trying to prove to the veterans, prove to yourself that you can play in the NFL ranks and things of that nature. And you want to prove to your fellow veterans that are on the team that not only were you a good college player, but that you're a really good NFL and professional athlete as well. And now that Drake London has proven himself over the first 3 years of his career, that he is that guy, that he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, arguably a top 10, top 15 wide receiver in the game, that the guys now in the locker room respect him, even the older guys like the Jesse Bates of the world. When Grady Jarrett was on this team, the Grady Jarretts, the David Onyemadas, the Darnell Mooney's that's currently on this roster, that's a veteran guy. Now that Drake London has come in and proven that he's one of those dogs, he's one of the better players in the NFL, I really feel like guys are going to follow him in the locker room, on and off the field. I think that guys are going to listen to him in the locker room. And I really think that it's a great thing to see him step up as far as being a more vocal guy, being a guy that some of the younger guys on this team can follow and can learn the intricate details of the game. Drake London also talked about Michael Penix last year really didn't have much chemistry, and that he was kind of thrown into the fire mid-season when we were looking to try to make the playoffs. He was thrown in the last 3 games of the season due to Kirk Cousins struggling down the stretch. And he talked about this offseason being huge for those guys to be able to build that chemistry both on and off the field. And I really feel like both Michael Penix and Drake London are going to have a big season. But I really think that playing alongside Drake London is only going to boost Michael Penix's confidence, because Drake London is one of those guys that is trustworthy when you talk about throwing the ball up with 50-50 balls and things of that nature. A quarterback's best friend is a big-bodied wide receiver, a tight end, a guy who's going to make plays on the football. And the quarterback can know, if I throw it up there, he's going to fight for the ball. He's going to make an attempt. Even if it's not an accurate throw or the best throw, he knows that Drake London is going to fight like, you know what, to get the ball. And either he's going to catch it or he's going to make sure it's an incomplete pass at the worst. So I really feel like Drake London is one of those guys that's going to be a leader on this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, guys like Caden Ellis, Guys like Jesse Bates, I think, will be the leaders of the defensive side of the ball. But I really feel like it's important that this Atlanta Falcons team, finds out who those leaders are. I felt for the last 5 or 6 years, Grady Jarrett was like one of the only veteran guys that everybody turned to in the locker room, because he was one of those guys that was with the previous regime that was able to go to a Super Bowl and things of that nature. So Grady Jarrett was one of the only guys who had that familiarity as far as in Atlanta and winning games and going to the playoffs and things of that nature. But being that this Falcons team haven't made the playoffs since 2017, both Jake Matthews and Grady Jarrett were like the only guys that have experienced playoff football for our Atlanta Falcons. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Drake London becoming one of the leaders of this Atlanta Falcons organization, one of the leaders of this team. But with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy. I'm going to have a ton of content coming for you guys, because as you guys know, we do go back. The players come back for training camp this week. So I have a lot more content coming for you guys as we ramp up for the NFL season. So with that being said, as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.